I grew up in a really fire-prone environment and had a lot of really scary experiences with wildfire as a kid. I remember stepping outside and catching white ash in my hand and seeing it on the ground like it was snow, and having the night terrors that I was trying to save my family from massive wildfires.
Great. So we'll just start by what sparked your interest in working with fire?
I'd somehow had gone my entire life without hearing the role of fire and had only ever seen it as something terrifying and bad, and seemed like in a world full of problems, that's something we would be able to change.
Okay, if we can also get people carrying bladder bags in this way and whatever hand tools we have left, it'd be good.
People have been using fire to tend landscapes for thousands of years. Fire has a really meaningful role to play in our ecosystems and in people's connection to land. These landscapes were evolved with stewardship and evolved with frequent fire, cleaning them up and taking care of them. It's created really robust, diverse, expansive, beautiful landscapes, and we need to be promoting that. Right around the time that I learned that fire is an important piece of California ecosystems, I was doing a docent training program at a preserve that my grandma used to take me to, and I learned for the first time about the California fire poppy. I was just blown away. It's this fire-dependent flower that can rest dormant in the soil for over 100 years waiting for that wildfire to come. And when that wildfire comes, they can pop out, and there are these big, beautiful, charismatic flowers covering the landscape. My grandma, she was always really excited that her taking me to that preserve growing up was kind of a part of that origin story for me. If you look back in history, prescribed fire has been conducted and led by women in many cultures around the world. Those women who paved the way made it pretty comfortable for me to be in this space. I set my sights very early on becoming a burn boss and had no idea what it actually took to become one. That typically takes people around 12 years and a lot of wildfire experience to becoming someone who can lead in prescribed burning. In 2017, the superintendent for the Reading Hotshot crew invited me to join for the season. We got out on so many beautiful fires, and in this last year, I finally completed that pursuit to become a federally qualified burn boss.
Hopefully they're not in my backpack in the truck and I'm just talking a big game.
Fuel type and condition for today, there's going to be a lot of grass, which is great because it'll get that fire to carry. One of our goals is to burn out that coyote brush, so if we can, getting some serious heat on that thick stands of coyote brush is going to be ideal.
Coastal prairie is the most diverse grassland habitat we have in North America, and there's less than 5% of it left. It depends on fire in order to exist, otherwise it gets covered by coyote brush.
So if you need any help, I understand you're going to be firing that maybe portion by yourself.
Yeah.
I'll offer up Jenna Dunbar if you need. We have 4 out today, so
okay.
We're not going to need anybody.
All of the coyote brush is going to re-sprout, and we're not trying to eradicate it. We're trying to reduce cover. Because it's a native species, it just encroaches when we don't burn.
Hey, just a heads up, ignitions are complete on the E segment.
Super successful burn. You can see by these little guys behind me, we got pretty good fire effects in terms of torching out the brush, and it's, not all that often I get to run a torch anymore, let alone run a torch with another like badass woman from an agency and getting to run strips like that. So it was a good day. Good fire to me is any fire that restores and rejuvenates the landscape and or reconnects people with land. I actually just got back from a fire assignment up north that is starting to give me hope for the wildfire piece of good fire as well. They were actually stewarding good fire on that wildfire. So I'm hopeful that with kind of the general governance in the US shifting toward understanding the role of fire in these landscapes, that we're also seeing more good fire and wildfires as well when appropriate. Hi. What are y'all up to?
Well, Garrett was just telling us that he feels like a butterfly today.
Really? Oh my god.
Like actually emerged from the cocoon?
Yeah, I was the hungry caterpillar.
A butterfly with a big mustache is quite a
Borderline moth.
Yeah.
What are you, Sasha?
Your nickname is Fire Coffee? Yeah, a little bit. I got so excited about that plant, and as I started studying fire and needed motivation, I was like, all right, I'm gonna like try to embody this concept.
It was my first time seeing that this year in spring.
Really?
A lot of them around Mount Diablo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I should head out there.
Fire follower.
Yeah, exactly. Fire follower, and just like such an incredible signal of how dependent the plants are in California on fires.
Let me know once that area is prepped.
Copy, I will let you know.
Today we're at the Blueberry Lower Field prescribed burn. There's a 22-acre burn in grassland with an oak woodland component. So once fires reach there and we're black on this corner, you can tell your snap tank team to put out test fire.
One correction on this corner, there's a little bit more mowed grass just around the gate, and we want fire all the way through that mowed grass around the gate.
Today I'm a California State Certified Burn Boss trainee under Sasha Berleman, who's California State Certified Burn Boss. Good to start test fire. All resources on the Blueberry Lower Field RX test fire starting. Team 2 Burn Boss trainee. Let's have you ready to start lighting along the highway closest to the gate, pulling fire towards you. Get the rest of your team out on the road.
Copy, we'll start lighting along Highway 12.
Sasha, you want someone lighting this way?
This is sustaining. We are gonna need to light off here to keep it off the house.
Yeah.
We need
I was about to start.
Sorry, out of there and just one person
Okay.
to bring
Awesome.
fire. So,
Segment 4, Burn Boss trainee. Let's have you get out of lighting along the highway.
check on Team 4.
Team 4, Burn Boss trainee, confirming that you are out of the unit.
Yeah, about 150 feet. We're good though.
I copy. Can you update me when you're out of the unit?
Once you get them out of the unit, call holding.
How'd today feel overall? The fact that it like moved faster wasn't spooky?
No, I think we had all of our people in the right places to be able to adjust to the conditions that changed.
Hannah crushed it as Burn Boss trainee today, and it was a complicated assignment and a lot of moving parts and a lot of, quickly adjusting plans that had to be put together, and yeah, you nailed it.
We're gonna start securing the perimeter 20 feet in, moving all smoldering material to check. Yeah. Cow pies. Snap, crackle, and pop.
For me, a successful career moving forward is one where I am helping empower other people to feel that connection and feel like they have a place and a role to play in these landscapes. If we're going to move forward and have a beautiful future ahead of us, we have to recognize that. To date, I've had so many mentors. They started helping me develop friendships with the different species that are so fire adapted in California, like the California fire poppy. It just gave me a whole new connection with land and with my understanding of my role. I almost felt like I was saved by the opportunity to tend and steward lands. I would love for my career to help empower other people.